It's a problem that a lot of people are experiencing all over the web, and there's this argument: is there anything like antibiotic resistance? Does staph infection exist and all that? Well, I think it's an argument really between doctors and lab scientists. So if you ask lab scientists will tell you, of course, uh, Staphylococcus aureus can infect the genital area and infect other parts of the body. Yes, it's a local resident of the skin. It's a local resident of the nose, but it should not be found in some part of the body. And when it's found there in huge numbers, then it causes a colonization and infection. It causes a problem. Well, doctors will tell you, oh, it doesn't matter. Staph is just a um, normal bacteria or flora of the human body. So who is actually right? The truth is that you, the patient, are the one I'm talking to today. You, the person who is feeling the discomfort, the itching, the temperature, the headaches, something crawling all over your body. My question for you is it really real? Have you used different kind of medication to use? I don't name names of medication, but we all know them. You use these medications and you have tried and tried and tried, and you're taking injections, you're taking drugs. Some people go ahead as far as going to get nurses to self-medicate. You know, but on and on, this today's video, I'm going to talk about let's talk about what exactly is antibiotic resistance. What exactly is antibiotic resistance? So to make it very simple, antibiotics resistance simply means that antibiotics that were working before for certain pathogens or infections or bacteria are no longer working. Simple as ABC. Do you understand? Very, very simple. That's what it means. That's what antibiotic resistance is. So you see somebody who goes in for maybe urine MCS, has an infection, doctor orders urine MCS or seminal fluid analysis, seminal MCS, and then the result comes out and you see that I've seen someone who is pan resistant. Pan resistant means the person is resistant to almost known every known antibiotic has been created by mankind. And that's a very deadly place to be. You understand? So the problem here is that people tend to abuse antibiotics. So we see abuse of antibiotics in the farming system. We see abuse of antibiotics by women or girls who believe that after they have a copulation, they should just go ahead and use antibiotics to prevent pregnancy, not knowing that they are building resistance. When the farmers sometimes innocently give their livestock antibiotics um, of different types, right, without properly consulting a veterinary, they are building resistance. They are creating pathogens in those animals, those livestock that have resistance. Then we humans will slaughter and then we eat, and then we inherit this same kind of resistance. So resistance has built up for so many years. You understand? So from the early days of the development of penicillin, experts have warned that there will become a time when these antibiotics are going to become resistant if abused. You understand? So that basically is why you have a widespread of antibiotic. The most important part of one of the most important bacteria, or no, sorry, one of one strain of Staphylococcus is called methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, right? Methicillin resistant because it's resistant to methicillin um, um, medication, right? And it's not just a problem in Africa; it's a problem all over the world. You understand? So we are seeing drug resistance across board, not just for staph. A lot of bacteria are becoming. We are seeing resistant forms of tuberculosis. We are seeing resistant form of many other bacteria, and unfortunately for us, the antibiotic companies are not so invested in creating new antibiotics. Why? I don't want to talk about that. I don't talk about that. I don't want to talk about big pharma here, but that is the reason why you know, the medications are no longer working, and so you have a lot of people turning to herbal treatments. I know that a lot of people have resistance to herbal treatment. So, when I mean resistance, I mean people don't support it, especially the professionals. But a lot of people have seen relief. A lot of people have seen cures. A lot of people have seen treatments to their infection problems. Right. Even a lot of these modern medications and chemical medications are made after it was natural herbs that were studied to be able to develop this chemical drugs that are also very, very effective. So nature is the first point of defense. Nature is the first point of call when it comes to defeating antibiotic, overcoming antibiotic resistance. So that's all you need to know. That's basically what you need to know about antibiotic resistance. I'll be sharing more about how to treat staph, symptoms of staph, and many other bacteria in many other series.